Hey guys, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. You're finally here. It's about time. You know I can't be left unattended. Okay, back with some more RimWorld. Crimson, Buzzkill, welcome, welcome, welcome. Buzzkill, good news for you. I'm a genius. Hashtag geniusosity. And today, Genius is going to the Scarlands. I've been to the Scarlands in my own time, and it's not fun. Nobody's looking forward to that, especially me. But M's here, so I'm not unattended, which is very, very good. I honestly can't be left unattended. It's not a good time. We're going to finish off the things we need to finish off here. We've got some last-second things to do here. We're going to build some panels out here. Put some of the old solar panels on there, them things that catch the sun and the whatnot. Harvest our last few crops, and then we are gone. We are out of here. And we're going to go somewhere really, really horrible. Just terrible, terrible place that nobody wants to go to. Hey, are we done with our subcores yet? Because I could deconstruct this. Yeah, we totally are. Okay, somebody deconstruct that thing, please. Get rid of that. Thank you very much. Hang on. There's a deal maker. Hang on. Hang on. I'm going to put coffee in my face before I deal with the deal maker. Ha! See what I did there? Oh, a much better cup of coffee today than yesterday. Okay, deal maker. Oh, they're stunningly good looking. Stunningly good looking. Okay, sure. We will, Betroff. I mean, stunningly good looking in a top hat? It's really hard to pull off a top hat. I don't mean pull it off your head. I mean, it's pretty easy to pull a top hat off your head. Unless it was, like, sized incorrectly and it was, like, jammed on your head and kind of locked in. But apart from that, it's pretty easy to pull a top hat off of your head. But, I mean, pull it off in the sense of looking good in it? Debatable. Steven, welcome, welcome, welcome. So, Betroff's here. Stunningly good looking. What's, like, your deal? Wow, you love shooting things. You're beautiful, iron-willed, and joyous? Holy moly. And you're really social, too. Oh, this is a good time. We're taking you. I don't care. I don't care who we have to sacrifice. We're taking you. You're stunningly good looking. How could I possibly turn you down? To Hook, you're terrible. So, it actually really doesn't matter who talks to them. Bertha, you don't seem to be doing anything important. So why don't you go talk to Vetroff there? Vetroff has heard we're going to the Scarlands, and he's coming on board. Can't wait to go to the Scarlands, where we're stunningly beautiful. Stunningly beautiful. Stunningly good-looking. Am I leaving anything over here, by the way? No, just a bunch of corpses, and unfortunately, we are, we're not actually cannibals. Okay, Vetroff wants to join. Yep, hang on, I gotta go to live chat on both of my feeds here to make sure I can see everybody. There we go. Okay, much better. Yeah, apparently, I don't know why Buzzkill doesn't count as top chat. Buzzkill, you should talk to somebody about that. It's prejudicial and frankly discriminatory. I think there's a lawsuit in here. Buzzkill, speaking as your legal counsel, which I am, I'm strongly advising you to sue whoever it is you got to sue. I don't know who that is, but sue whoever it is you got to sue, because this is frankly discriminatory. I can see everybody but Buzzkill. They're specifically targeting Buzzkill for this. And I will not allow that to stand. Speaking as your legal counsel, and I am, by the way, you should be suing somebody for this for quite a lot of money, of which I will receive a portion thereof in tune with my my legal counsel, which I am. Hang on, coffee. There we go. Yeah, no, Vetroff can totally join. Vetroff, you're in. Vetroff, you're in. Yeah, Vetroff's totally in, and Vetroff's already doing stuff. Cool. Awesome, good job. Oh, hang on, there's things here. What's that? Is that steel? Yeah, if we could walk away with some of that, that'd be pretty cool. Vetroff, let's dive deep into Vetroff. Let's take a big old dip in Lake Vetroff. So again, you're wicked shooty. You're so shooty. Too bad I don't have any lasers left over. What do I have kicking around? Where are my weapons shelves? Over here. Yeah, I have a precious few weapons, unfortunately. I can whip something up for you. Hang on, we'll whip up something nice for you. Let's get you, I don't know, like an LMG or an assault rifle. How about a sniper rifle? I have very few sniper rifles. No, get an assault rifle. I like those. They're fun. They go bang. Michelle, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, speaking as Buzzkill's legal counsel, which I am, I'm strongly advising Buzzkill, who shall henceforth be known as the person known as Buzzkill, to sue whomever he needs to sue, who shall henceforth be known as the people he needs to sue, for this obviously discriminatory practice. because I can see everybody else. It really is just Buzzkill. I think Les has a problem too, as I recall. But I've got live chat on instead of top chat, so I think we'll be fine. Bulk goods trader, cool. I'm going to deal with that in like 2 seconds, right after I put in Vetrov's call. Yeah, see, Vetrov immediately went for the spacesuit. Yeah, we don't do that around here. And how about you just like don't do drugs? Just don't do drugs, kids. We sell them. We try not to actually do them. Oh, there we go. So bulk goods trader, Vetrov, super social Vetrov here. Where's my space phone? There it is. Go talk to the space phone people. Okay, get them on the call. How much is this consult going to cost me? My initial consultation is free. Good news to you. I will be banking everything on your colossal judgment from the lawsuit, and I will be taking a portion thereof. But don't worry, you'll be well compensated for your victimness of being discriminated against in this obviously discriminatory practice, speaking as your legal counsel, which I am. So let's see, what have I got to sell? Wow, I've killed so many birds. Wow, I've killed so many birds. Well, sell all of that then. Don't need that. Get rid of that plain leather. Maybe, oh wow, lots of camel hide. Yeah, I can clean up in furs and leathers because I've got so much of it. Got a little bit of rhinoceros kicking around here. How much for my mastodon wool? Well, that's going well. Yeah, sell some of that. Can always generate that. Psych IT, you have... I would not mind having a few things of Psych IT because I've got 1 or 2 genetically dependent people on that. So let's get 20 of those until we can make our own. You know what? Sell them some more stuff. I can always slaughter more animals. I got plenty of animals I can slaughter. No problem with that at all. Hang on, coffee in my face. There we go. Yes, and we broadly have food under control, and there's more coming. So I think we're going to be fine with that. Buzzkill, victimhood, although not attractive initially, can be very financially profitable. So don't rule out being a victim. There's lots of money to be made in victimhood, let me tell you, as your legal counsel, which I am. What else could I sell these people? Do they have any grab light panels? No. No, I've got 192 jade. I should think about that. I should think about making something out of that. They can have the happy tree seed. I'm not really caring much about that. Shield core, reinforced barrel. Man, you got any good books? First testimony, that's animals up. Good pain, recreation gain. Cooking up, that's pretty good. Ooh, devil strand and recurve bow. Oh, I love the 2-for-1s. You're never going to go wrong with a 2-for-1, and I'll take that one as well. I don't really need the cowboy hats per se, but you can have this armor there because that's only 50%. Wow, that deteriorated really quickly. We should not have that deteriorate quite so quickly. And all of this, yeah, this is all garbage. Well, this is going to free up a lot of space in storage, if nothing else. This is going to go well. ETA on the Scarlands, Buzzkill, is very, very quick. We're going to harvest the rest of our crops here. I'm going to build the solar panels out back and then deconstruct a couple of things, and we're out. In fact, this is really the trader here is just slowing me down right now. We are out of here super, super quick. I could take some gold off of them. That would not be the worst idea. How much money though? Actually, I could take all of this money. I could take all that money right now. They can actually afford this. Take all of their medicine. That would be wicked smart of you, Dave. That'd be so smart. I'm saving up the mink fur until I can make a mink coat, because I'm going to have somebody in a mink coat here. Maybe Vetrov. I mean, he is stunningly good looking. Excuse me, she is stunningly good looking. Will look great in a mink coat. It'll be very Dr. Zhivago. People will love it. Maybe, actually, I've got 116 neutro amine. I don't really need that. I will take all of your components, and I will take your advanced component. Cool. That gets me down to 2342 right there. I'm getting a ton of cool stuff. Yeah, I'm broadly happy with this. I'm pretty happy with this. Go ahead and accept that. There we go. A whole bunch of stuff just dropped down from the sky. And what's the timeline on my next bot here? Yeah, the Agrahand will be out in 3 hours, and then I'm going to throw another subcore in there to get another thing going. What's my next thing? Maybe another Agrahand. 2 would not be a terrible idea. That'd be okay. So we're going to work on... Yeah, we're already working on a gun for Vetrov here, because she loves the shooting things. The shooting things is just like her favoriteest thing to do in the world. Talking to people and shooting them. So when one doesn't go well, the other one does, is what I assume there. And my Agrahand is done. Hey, Knife, you're making an assault rifle right now. Yeah, could you, like, take a quick break from that and go get the mech thing done? Because now I've got another Agrahand. Perfect. And then let's get maybe another Agrahand. Oh, I already put down 2. Oh, good for me. I was smart enough to do that. I'm so smart sometimes. I really am. It's the genius, you see. Hashtag geniusosity. You have a Great Dane sitting on you. I can think of a few things that might be better, except a kitty. A kitty sitting on me. And it could be a big kitty. Like, if it was a tiger, I'd be okay with that. I mean, a tiger is about the size of a Great Dane, right? Great Danes are, well, they're great. They're big. They're huge. That's kind of, the hint was in the title. But I'd be okay if a tiger was sitting on me. I'd be fine with that. I'd be like, hey, tiger, you can sit on me. That's cool. Even though you weigh, like, I don't know, 500 pounds or something. Can somebody quickly Google the average weight of an adult tiger? I don't care, male or female. You tell me. I could just really, I say 500 pounds, and I'm not really sure about that. Shy for Shy, welcome, welcome, welcome. Shy for Shy, are you coming in specifically because you know the average weight of an adult tiger, male or female? I think they're about the same size, more or less. I mean, if you're talking like a male lion, I think male lions are bigger than female lions, I think. But I think tigers are about the same size. So if I could get a quick Google on the average weight of a male tiger, because I throw out the number 500 pounds, and you guys all take me at my word because I'm a genius, hashtag geniusosity. And you're going to be going around going, tigers are 500 pounds, and somebody's going to be like, dude, they're only 300 pounds, or like, dude, they're like 17 tons. They're like the weight of a cargo ship. So I don't really know. I'd prefer to be educated on that sort of thing. Did we? No, we didn't finish this at all. There's, yeah, unfinished assault rifle right there. Okay, how are the crops coming? Crops are coming along very, very nicely. How's my panels coming down here? Slow. Slow. Not super good right there, but that's fine. We'll get them done when we get them done. I've got plenty of steel right now. Oh, I haven't done Vetrov's things. 220 to 260. Thank you, Crimson. Umko, welcome, welcome, welcome. Buzzkill, 220 to 600. Okay, a little bit of a not a huge variable there. Umka, here's your info for today. Average adult tiger, 220 to 660 pounds ish. Ish. Throw an ish after that. Okay, and you're in the ballpark there. So a 600-pound tiger sitting on my lap will A, crush my pelvis, and B, be adorable. It give it giant head rubs because it's a giant kitty. Giant kitties need giant head rubs. Khalil, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hang on, coffee. There we go. Okay, so we've solved our tiger problem for today. The mechs are coming quickly. The mechs are coming very, very quickly, actually. 5 days. Dang. I need to sort out Vetrov's nonsense here, so you need to be number 1 on all the things you're number 1 at. You can be... Actually, why don't you be number 1 on wardening, because we don't care about religion anymore. You can technically cook. You can definitely hunt. Yeah, you're very good at that. What about, like, these skills? 4? Yeah, I mean, okay. How's your art? Would you like to be my primary artist when you're not killing things? Why don't you do that? Why don't you be like numero uno on art? And then I could back Grime off, although does Grime really do much else? He's very good at construction. Does love a bit of the construction. You can both do it. You can both do art. More meals are getting made, that's cool. Any last second things to be murdering? Not really. Not really. I mean, take out the rats and all of this nonsense, all of that can go. I wouldn't mind taking out an elephant or two before we leave. I mean, they are kind of, well, actually, rhinos are right here. Rhinos are right there, just waiting to get eaten. Interesting. Okay, the next morning, tomorrow morning, we're going to have a think about how many rhinos we want to eat. Because the answer might be more than I think. Let's get rid of these things. I'll come back to joy wires in a bit. Don't worry about that. I want to just make some basic helmets. And I've got all of that obsidian. So why don't I make it out of obsidian? That's got to be a good thing. I got the obsidian. May as well be using it. Make like 5 helmets. And then make some other things that we like to have. Like, do I have flak stuff? Yeah, make like 2 or 3 flak vests. And then maybe some flak pants. Make pants. Everybody make pants. Okay, if you see that you're not making pants, I want you to go ahead and make some pants. Preferably with a giant tiger sitting on your lap. The 600-pound range, not the 220. Anyone could take a 220. But no, anyone could have a 220 sit on you. But we get into the 600-pound, now you got a pro. That's a professional person who gets sat on by tigers. Everybody knows that. That's just common sense. Yeah, Vetrov, I don't actually really have a bedroom for you. because we don't have a bedroom for you. So you're just going to have to crash in the dormitory here as best as you possibly can. It's not ideal, but there it is. I should probably get another mech recharger, too. I was going to put that up here, which is kind of a waste of space. Any new baby mastodons? Not yet. I think the last baby mastodon was Don't Eat Me, who's done very well with that so far. That name is really working out because I haven't eaten him. He's my only male mastodon, so I need him to grow up and start producing other mastodons. Let's get a charger going. So build a copy of this, say, up here. And let's finish out those power lines. It's kind of annoying me that those aren't finished. So that to that in there. And that still leaves me room to put, like, oh, hang on. I've got another charger. I got a charger right there. I don't need this one, then. 2 will be fine. 2 will be totally fine. Yeah, I don't need that many. And my other Agrahand is already going. That's cool. Cool. We'll have a couple of Agrahands. I don't really know that I need the Constructo bot, because we're not doing a lot of that. I do need this finished, though. So where's, like, Grime? You love construction, right? Yeah. Why don't you be number 1 on that and back off of art? I do kind of need this finished, guys. And I see Tahook is down here training the animals now that we actually have some food to train the animals with, which is good. I do, when we get to, I won't bother doing it now because it's just a fuss because we're leaving shortly. But when we get to the Scarlands, I'll do another, actually I might not do another area of Don't Eat Our Food, because the Scarlands are very dangerous. And I might actually keep the Mastodons close to home, because so they don't get all shot and stuff, or, I don't know, burned with acid. The Scarlands are no joke. They're not a fun time. The assault rifle is almost done, though, except Knife's gone off to have a nap. Petrov, what have you chosen to wear these days? Panthera fur t-shirt and pants. Okay. That's fun. I see what you're doing there. And we're making more marine armor down here. Excuse me, recon armor. That we're actually almost done with. Cool. My plan for getting people better armor is finally starting to come together. Now if I can just get more reliable power on the ship. Okay, Grime's in. Yeah, now that we're not focused on artsy stuff, Grime's come in to help out. If you could kind of just finish off this side, guys. Grind up rhino horns using aphrodisiac in China. Yeah, I don't know why I would want to do that. I think there's better methods than killing a rhino, is what I'm saying there. Speaking of rhinos, these ones have to die. Shield's got inspired recruitment. We're not going to care too much about that. That's not something we really need to worry about. All the Mastodons are filing in. So let's go ahead and... All right, we got a little bit closer, guys. A little bit closer, guys. Oh, not that close. Back that off. Back that off. Okay. Attack that one. And we'll... Yeah, we already got Rhino Revenge. I kind of figured we would. Yep, that's fine. Go ahead and have Rhino Revenge. And then Animals attack. Go ahead. There you go. Thank you. Okay, yep, get in there. That one's done. And that one's done. The turrets are helping out here. Turrets are helping out. Okay, cool. So animals can go back to normal here. And you guys can have that rhino for a start. All of you, Bertha, come over here. The rest of you can go off duty for right now. There you go. And Bertha, if you could just shoot this one in the head. Thank you. Until it's dead. There we go. My new lifter's coming in. Actually, it's not my new lifter. I've had that lifter for ages. Bertha, you're off duty. And we get to eat another rhino. Cool. There's some good eating right there. Good eating. Diamond, welcome, welcome, welcome. 2 days in a row, indeed. And we're off to the Scarlands fairly soon. I see I've got a mech down somewhere. Actually, do I, or is that my... Yeah, it must be carried to charger. Thule, is there a charger open? Yeah, carry that to the recharger, please. I know you're dealing with a rhino, but kind of want to keep these things up and running. And speaking of which, my other Agrahand is done. The fields are almost done. Boy, I don't know if we're going to be here long enough to get that psychoid. 4 days, that's cutting it a little close. Boy, this stuff grows slow. How about this stuff over here? 98% grown. Okay. Are rhino sheep? Yes. Yes, they are. M is very clear on the sheep or no sheep classification process, mostly because she was unfortunate enough to be here when it started, so she's had to endure this forever. But yeah, she's very, very clear on that. And any sheep or no sheep questions you have, you can refer immediately to her, and she will help you out with that. So 1, 2 there, and then 1, 2 there. So it's nice and even and even and centered. Okay, good. So that'll be some nice regular sources of power. It's not going to power the whole ship. At best, that's 4,000. I don't know if that's going to be enough to power the entire ship, but it will stave off how long we're going to need the batteries. We can use less of the batteries if we got that power kind of vaguely trying to keep up with it. Hang on, coffee. All right, the other Agrahand is done. Did we ever get that assault rifle done? Knife, you got that? Okay, 62 left on that. Knife, what are you doing right now? You're meditating. Could you not? Could you actually just, like, work at the machining table? Because I'd love to get Vetroff armed before we go anywhere. Because Vetroff loves killing things. He's just super good with the shooting and the whatnot. Excuse me, she. Whatever. I was gender neutral before it was cool. So if you could just finish that off and then actually maybe go get the Agrahand out of here, that'd be good too. What other... Maybe I'll do something insane like summon the Diabolus threat. Because I don't really need any more of the sort of low-range bots. I'd like to get better ones. Where are you putting that? You putting that over there? Okay, cool. Hey, Vetroff. I know you're asleep, but could you get up and equip that assault rifle, please? You'll love it. You'll absolutely love it. It's an assault rifle. I've still got one more... Is that another subcore? Yeah, I've got another subcore. Is there anything else I really want? I don't really feel I need Constructobots. If anything, I would get more lifters, or maybe even just another cleaning bot to keep up with all the Mastodon poop. I've got 2 cleaning bots, and the green shag carpet is still covered in Mastodon poop. Yeah, they can barely keep up. I should get another bookcase. That's what I should do. Where do I think I might throw one of those? Nowhere that I can immediately think of. Badger, welcome, welcome, welcome. What are we working on here? Is that flak armor? Yep, flak vest coming in. Good. They should be automatically putting this on because it's better than what they've got. Okay, these are almost done. Super. Disappointed the wind turbine as ship propellers didn't work out. I think it could. I just need... It needs to be better than what I did. I think I know why it didn't work. But the solar panels are, frankly, a smarter idea, and not even my idea. Watching some of your RE episodes, Mike Tyson reference came from. Oh, yeah. Mike Tyson, them into loving us. That's Mike Tyson. The reference comes from Mike Tyson, not me. I'm just repeating... well, I never actually repeated it. I never used Mike Tyson's quote. But I'm using the legend of what Mike Tyson said to a reporter to sort of emphasize the Stockholm Syndrome nature of what I do to RimWorld colonists. Hang on, coffee in my face. You all understand. There we go. Okay. So one more solar panel basically up and running. We could probably go ahead and deconstruct this one. Don't really need that anymore. And pretty soon, as soon as these fields are basically clear... Yep, this is clear. That's gone. I don't know there's going to be much else for us to bother getting here. I don't think we're going to get the rest of this before we leave. Probably just pick up what's here. Igor, I see you've chosen a top hat. It's an odd choice. It's an odd choice. It's as big as your body. Igor, how old are you now? You're 11. That's fantastic. Soon you'll be 13 and you can be an adult and do adult things like, I don't know, construction, I think, medical, maybe, I don't know. Visitors, whom? Okay, they might have a few items to trade. They might not. Betcha they don't. All right, medicine is looking great. We've got 60 regular medicine, 65 of the herbal. How's the meal thing going? 110 meals. Okay, feeling pretty good about that. But there's not going to be much food in the Scarlands. So maybe if there's some... Oh, here we go. Here we go. I got deer. Go kill all the deer. And kill all the quails, too, while you're at it. We'll have some nice quails. Everyone loves a good game bird. And where's my tailoring bench up here? Let's make some more hats for people. You are the owner of a rat. I was a co-owner of a couple of rats back in my very, very early days. Rats are very, very easy to train. That's why we use them in medical experiments and stuff like that, and psychological experiments. They're super easy to train. They're not particularly affectionate. I mean, they're a rat. But they're kind of fun to have around. They're very intelligent. In that they're easy to train anyway. So let's we got all these made. Make a couple of kids stuff, just in case Igor needs something fresh. And maybe make some shirts. And maybe a hat or two. I'd rather they had helmets, frankly. I'd rather we had more helmets than anything else. So, yeah, we're working on all of this. It's going to take a while. Oh, Flock of Seagulls has given birth. We've got a new Mastodon. All right, I will once again open the floor for naming the next Mastodon, which is unfortunately female. I could use with another male one. And might be time to take out one. I think we're probably going to... don't do that one. That one's bonded. We might have to take out calves or knots. Or the Thin White Duke. Thin White... Excuse me, Thin White Duke is already pregnant. So the floor is now open for naming Mastodon calf number 1, who is edible. In fact, that might be its name. You can eat me later. But I think we might take out another one. I've got an excessive number of Mastodons right now. So many Mastodons. We'll think about it. We'll have a think when we get to the Scarlands. Okay, how's my form of steel coming these days? Is that any progress on that at all? Vaguely. Vaguely. Toya. Spelt incorrectly, I believe. Except I don't know how to spell that. But that doesn't look right. That's not right, and I don't know why. But it's not T-O-Y-A. I had Toya the singer from the 80s, right? Had, like, 1 or 2 hits, I think. She was more famous for being famous than actually being a good singer. How is that spelled? Well, now that I know the average weight of a tiger, now I need to know how to spell Toya, the singer. I mean, I use singer in the loosest legal definition of the word. Rickles. Okay, Mastodon Rickles. Okay, that's pretty good, actually. I kind of like that one. We've had Mastodon Knots and Mastodon Rickles. Edible arrangement. Never mind, Poxitive's got it. Just sold. Sold. Okay, that's good. Okay, arrangement. T. T? T? Oh, I can't get T. Alright, it's just gonna have to be one R. Arrangement. There we go. Okay. There we go. Edible arrangement. Totally okay to eat it. Boy, we're losing battery power. Why? We should have plenty of power. We have plenty of power now. Huh. Maybe it's just not super windy today. Where are we at on the mechs? 3 days to mechs. Okay. And nothing much else going on. Okay. Let's make plans to leave then. Did we get all those things killed? Yes. Take out those donkeys before we leave. It's good eating on those. Good eating right there. And we've got plenty of tea. We've got some fish. Everything's looking good. Are there any last-minute trees? Because we're not going to have access to a lot of wood in the Scarlands. So we may... In fact, when I went to the Scarlands myself in like my little private playthrough, I had to deconstruct a bunch of stuff in buildings just to get enough wood to leave. So, or wood to make into chem fuel to actually go anywhere. Actually, the freezer's kind of full. Maybe we bump the meals up a little bit. Let's just have more meals in here. So, yeah, have like, I don't know, 150 regular meals. And then just because they don't go bad very long, so maybe 75 on the packaged survival meals. Shield's in. Shield's loving that. Shield's having a good old time with that. What are you making here? Oh, the helmet. Yep, cool. That's a good thing to be making. Love to see some helmets coming in here. And how's my, Did we finish this, Paul? Paul, you gonna finish this? It's just like you got stuck on another track there, kid. You got stuck on another track. Okay, it's just we're making the recon armor here, Paul. We're making recon armor, so maybe somebody else won't die. Lumi, welcome, welcome, welcome. The Mastodons are adorable, absolutely adorable. I had in my private playthrough a gorilla and a war panda. The war panda died due to war, basically. It's funny. It's funny when you thrust a panda into combat. Even though they are technically trainable for combat, they don't perform well. They're not natural combatants. They're not an angry animal. The gorilla does great. I mean, the gorilla has more bullets in it than any of my colonists, and it just keeps coming back. The panda, not a combative animal. Just really didn't work out. It's dead. But it was fun to have it, because you just had kind of a panda wandering around. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to get this. 80%, but 2 days to the mechs. I'm kind of not feeling it. I think we're about as good as we're going to get. Do we kill the donkeys? Yeah, the donkeys are dead. So we've got as much as we're going to do right now. Unless I want... Do I want to train an armadillo? Kind of. Kind of. I don't know what I'd do with it. Guys, do I want an armadillo? I think I do. Just for right now, Z's tame it. I don't know what I can do. I have no idea what I can train an armadillo to do. I know what I can train a gorilla to do. They find berries. It's very good. They just go out and find their own berries. The panda did sod all. Panda did nothing. It does need to strap weapons onto animals. I'm sure there's a mod for that, Buzzkill. There's a mod for everything. Twisted obelisk. No, thank you. Yeah, not now. Thank you. We're leaving. We're going to go away now, somewhere other than where we are at the moment. So I might come away with an armadillo. We could turn it into a helmet. That's not a bad idea. When can we go to the Glow Forest? When we're done with the Scarlands is the answer to that question. Also, when I find a Glow Forest. I'm sure there's one in the area. But yeah, we got to go to the Scarlands because right now the ship is maxed out. I don't have any more panels. I don't have the capacity to make any more panels unless we go back to space. And even if I did, I really need another grav core if I'm going to do any real work here. Because I'm almost tapped out on size. I'm at 930 out of 1,000. So I've got to get going on getting another grav core in here. And that means the Scarlands, because that's about as good as we're going to get. I don't think there's anything else even close in the area. In fact, I'm not even sure at all. Except for right there. I don't immediately see anything unless we start traveling. Or, oh, there's one way up there. Way up there. That's got to be 4 or 5 hops to get up there. A frozen terraformer. Okay, what's the temperature up there? That's not bad. That's perfectly good. Glacial plain. That doesn't seem that bad. Okay, it's, you know, it's cold, but it's not that cold. Okay, we'll have a think about that one. Okay. It is a good-looking ship. It's a very good-looking ship. It looks extremely shippish. And then it looks exactly what you expect a spaceship to look like, which is completely inefficient. You should just build a giant box. The Borg were right the whole time. You should just make it into a cube. That's the optimal shape for it. I think when everyone gets going tomorrow morning, we're out. I'm just going to have them start gathering. Actually, I don't even know if there's anything left to gather. I think they've probably, yeah, they've taken down most of those trees that I asked them to take down. The wood is in here. Yeah, I'm up to 2,000 units of wood. That should be plenty for the old chem fuel. I think we'll be fine on chem fuel for that. Don't think we need to worry about any other chem fuel. We've made the helmets. I don't really need this thing up. But I also don't really need to take it down. Why don't we just shut the power off of that? And we won't bother with that for now. And, okay, so I've got 4 solar panels and the vanometric cell. That's 5K in power. It's not perfect, but it will help give us a little bit of breathing room to get power set up when we land. The flak vests are done. I think some people are putting those on. Vetroff, you want to go put on a flak vest or something? You're digging at steel. Down here? Oh yeah, look at you digging at steel. Well, aren't you a champ? Do I need to disassemble things? I'll probably just disassemble the geothermal. I think. I want to get me like ready to go and then disassemble everything. In fact, on that, where was Vetroff and the mining crew up here? Why don't we just cancel this? We won't bother doing this anymore. Anything else that we're doing, just go ahead and cancel it. Oh, there are some components down there, though. Dang it, I wouldn't mind having that. I wouldn't. How many components do I have right now? Is that worth it? 43. No, just stick to the plan. Just go. Just go. So let's disassemble everything. Deconstruct, and I was kind of just wanted the batteries to be as full as possible before we left, but I may not be able to achieve that. So get all those things deconstructed. I'm not going to bother with the building or anything like that. That's just a waste of time, frankly. Yeah, we turned the power off on there. That will help. Is there anything else I can turn power off on? This. We don't really need the power on for that. That's fine. It's sitting at room temperature anyway. I suppose I could turn the power off on all the turrets, but I love having the turrets. Now that I've heavily armed my ship. Ooh, I could put 2 more right there. Oh, this is going to be good. I hope we get in a fight. What's the gift shop like at the Scarlands? Toxic. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much anything you buy there is going to burn your skin. Don't touch it with bare skin. You don't want to do that. You're going to want to wear gloves. But then I advise that anyway for virtually anything you're doing in your life. Just wear gloves. Oh, we're getting some last minute berries coming in. That's kind of cool. Yep, we got the components out of that. And we got this done. Hey, Igor, with the top hat, you're cleaning animal filth. Could you just go grab those components, please? Shield, what are you doing? You're having a meal. Grime is training knots. That's cool. Never mind, I was going to have you come down and do the steel, but somebody's already grabbed it. Rock, welcome, welcome, welcome. Somebody's already grabbed that. We got a bunch of berries coming in. Those new Agrahands are working out real good. Great. I don't think we're going to really get... I mean, the freezer is completely full at this point, so I don't think we're going to get anything more here. So let's just go. If I lose a few berries... Yeah, pretty much... I think we can call the berries taken at this point. So give it a couple of seconds just to get everyone in the door so they don't automatically drop something when I say launch the ship. And if they do drop it, at least they drop it inside. Yeah, we're out. We're out. Let's launch. We're gone. Yes. Board the animals, board the mechs. Okay, off we go. Here we go. We are out of here. We're going to the Scarlands, kids. I'm not happy about that, really. I'm really not. Scarlands are awful. Okay, so we are going right over here. Oh boy, is that on a river? I think that's on a river. Okay, so just remind me of the train. Yeah, the Scarlands. Weapons of mass destruction, toxic, scaria, mechanoids everywhere. And there are, too. They're not kidding about that. Okay, yay! At least it'll be warm. So that'll be fun. Okay, here we go. Yay! Scarlands, cool. Yes, I know. Dangerous insects, road mechs. Yes, yes, all of that is very, very true. Okay, here we go. We're off. Oh, it's a good-looking ship. That's a darn good-looking ship that I've created there. I do like the takeoffs. I'm still not bored of the takeoff and landing. I think it's wicked fun. Okay, neat. This is gonna. We're not fishing. Not in the Scarlands anyway. We did some fishing where we were. That was fun. So, okay, okay, this is where the thing is gonna be. It's gonna be up here. What else we got? We obviously got Bugtown over there. We're going to want to... Yeah, here's all sorts of bugs. Oh, it could be down here, though. It could be anywhere. It could... The grav core could be in here, or it could be over there. Or... Pretty sure it's going to be up in here. This is my most likely candidate. So let's just move this a little bit more in sort of this direction. And that'll make it easier for me to create a no bug zone. Because we ain't going down here. Not happening. Okay, so confirm that. Here we go. Coming in hot, kids. Coming in hot. Land the ship. And then immediately slam it into pause mode. We're going to have a lot of setup to do. It is dark. It's the Scarland thing, you see. Well, I do have a geothermal thing here. That's cool. We can get that cooking right away. So pop that guy right in there. And then just do a quick structure around that. I don't really care what it is. Just as long as if raiders can't see it, they won't target it. Do that and that. And then just a regular old wooden door can go right in there. Start throwing some power around here. Power that right to there. Okay. That's step one. Ancient reactor, yep. Can you tell me where it is? Oh yeah, I know it's here. I'm here too. I'm just kind of wondering where here. Probably in here. I'm 98% sure it's here. Are my solar panels going to work? Well, let's see. No, 0 output, Crimson. 0. Gray pall everywhere. Toxic fallout. And we need to meditate on this. Cool. We need to do some meditation. Here, how about we have one inside? Wouldn't that be fun? How about we put one there? And you know what? Everyone gets bummed out, so put another one down as well. All right, so geothermal ready to go. We've got, was that a warg? A boghound. Ooh, it's Scaria infected. I was going to try and train it. You're not. How fighty are you if I wanted to fight you? Mega spiders, yeah, panthers, boghounds, locusts. Okay, well, we got some raccoons. That's fun. That's our only source of food. So this food that we have on the ship kind of needs to last us the entire time. Because there's no arable area here. There is, it's minute. There's a little bit over here. Little bit over here. And there's no wood, there's no nothing. Okay, there is another geothermal right down the road, though. Alright, I need a no bug zone. So, expand. Like, what do you think the no mech zone is? No, just manage areas. Get rid of that. We don't need that. And I'm actually going to keep the animals close to home because I don't want them wandering. Stick close to the ship is exactly what it should be. Okay, so we need a new no bug zone right there. Okay, and invert that and then shrink it. So this is, we don't go anywhere over here. We don't go anywhere down here. And none of this nonsense. Don't even bother coming over here. Leave that bit because we might poke our nose into this kind of structure here. In fact, expand that a little bit just so we can get in there. So expand just that bit and that bit. All right, so we don't go anywhere down here. Now this, yeah, let's not go up here either. Let's not do that. So I want to shrink the no bug zone. So let's not go anywhere over here. Okay, maybe not even like here. Yeah, don't go anywhere near there. Everything else should be fine. So I say 98% sure. I got a 50-50 shot that the grav core is either in here or down here somewhere. My guess is it's going to be up there because this is not a completely dissimilar map to what I've encountered before. It had basically the same thing. Had this sort of like, almost call it a town area down here. And then obviously some kind of compound. And the grav core was up in the compound. So the animals, I want you guys to just be in the home zone for right now. Okay? Actually, I suppose you could be in the no bug zone. But then you might, I don't want you to wander off and get into a fight with something when I'm not aware of it. And then everyone else needs to be in the no bug zone. And then all the mechs also need to be no bug, no bug. The clean sweepers can be in the ship. Constructoid home zone, yeah, that's fine. Lifter guys in no bug zone. The Scarlands are gorgeous at this time of year, Buzzkill. I think I'm just going to go ahead and get that other geothermal set up right now. Because we're not going to be able to generate enough power with solar. Kind of the problem there. Okay, something's got to get destroyed to deal with this. Is there anything else closer? There's one down there. And that's kind of about it, isn't it? Ooh, are those components up there? Nope, that is sandstone. There's some steel right here. We may as well just start mining this. Go ahead and get that going. I'll come down here and destroy that thing in a bit, and then I can get the other geothermal going. What is that? That is an ancient generator. Deconstruct that. Go ahead, have fun with that. And then we got to go in here. So this is probably a hack. Yeah, auto-hack that. Kind of want to take out those boghounds just because they're kind of vaguely annoying and yet scary at the same time. Hopefully I have generated, or at least put together, enough food to last here. Because we're going to be here for a while. So, because I'm a genius, I share this with you. Geniusosity. Hashtag Geniusosity. Les, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. My experience with this is we're going to want to go in with a small contingency. Go in, do a couple of things. They will get injured. Come out. Heal them up, and then send in, like, the B team, and then maybe the C team. We're going to have to do this in stages. This is not going to be one fell swoop like we did with the underground compounds. Those were actually remarkably easier. Oh, there's already an infestation. Super. I've been here for, like, seconds. Team, everybody come over here. I don't know, like here-ish. There's already bugs. Where are the bugs? There they are, I see them. Actually, I should build a quick wall up there. I mean, not that quick, but I should build a wall up there at some point. There we go. Okay, all sorts of shooting is happening. Wow, lasers are doing great. Send the animals in. Go ahead, send those guys in. Yeah, they'll deal with that tiny little guy there. And more animals coming in. Guys, watch out for the locust. Oh, the locust is attacking the turret. That's okay. That's cool. That's a good thing for it to be doing. Yep, we're shooting the mastodons more than we're actually shooting the bugs. Shield, are you unarmed? Oh, shield. Shield. Why did you not get a weapon? Go get something. Go get a machine pistol, I guess. Gotta get some more weapons for these people. Yeah, just run the gauntlet there. I think there's more bugs, guys. We wanna come over here and deal with even more bugs. Because they're taking down my turrets. I don't know if you'd noticed that. They're taking down my turrets. So if we could kind of, like, deal with those, that'd be great. The mastodons are going over and doing something with the nests and the whatnots. There we go. And shooting that, and then the lasers come in and everything's great. Good. Thank you. Okay, well, that was an eventful opening. Shield, thank you. You finally got a weapon. All right. Did we deal with all the hives? Nope, not quite. Just need a small team over here, please. Small team. And then I'll just build a wall there. Just block them out forever. Yeah, I don't care if there'll be an infant. Maybe I should go down there and do that. Maybe I should just wall off everything. Except if I try to do that there, they're like right by the front door. So the bugs can't read the sign that specifically said no bugs. You're right. You're right. They're very inconsiderate like that. Okay, undraft everybody, and then take that. And then when they have taken that, then I'll just slam a wall up here. What is that? A steel wall. Okay. Right. That was an eventful opening. Did anyone actually get injured besides mastodons? I don't think they did. We actually came out of that pretty well. Not bad at all. You can tame a queen bug. Oh dear. That sounds like a terrible idea. Wonder what the skill is for that. It's got to be 20, right? It's got to be 20. I think the maximum minimum is 10, but for anything like that, or like the alpha thrumbo or anything, it's got to be a 20 to do anything along those lines. Guys, I know you're all going to bed, but actually I kind of need you just out here real quick because we need to deal with this. I also might just kill every animal in the area so they don't go rogue and start manhunting us, because they will. They absolutely will. Yeah, team, we're just going to take out this thing real quick. Thank you. Just so I can get my geothermal in there. Great, cool. Do I need to deconstruct these? Ancient razor wire. Deconstruct and deconstruct and deconstruct. And that should be all I need to get geothermal in there. Thank you, team. You can go off duty now. Thank you. Rob, my vent guy's here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You have no clue what is happening. Well, honestly, did you really need an opening for that? Rob, come on. You're not new here. Okay? This is not your first day. You know you have no idea what's going on here because I'm doing it. We did a masterwork flak pants. We made masterwork pants. Yay! Cool. Quick update. So we have left the land of abundance that we were in and traded that for the Scarlands, which is entirely toxic and full of bugs and other horrible monstrosities. And I'm pretty much convinced any animal at any moment is going to go rogue and try to eat us in our face. That's about your takeaway right now. We're here primarily so we can penetrate this compound. That's right, I said it. We're going to penetrate this compound. You know what? I'll say it again. We're going to penetrate this compound. Because hopefully in there is a grav core on this map somewhere. We're just not 100% sure where, but we're pretty convinced it's over here. We're going to have to do that in small stages, though, because that's not going to come together super quickly. So that's your broad takeaway from this. The other thing is I say my genius plan to do geothermal over here. It wasn't actually my plan. Somebody else recommended that. Not geothermal. To do solar panels at the back of the ship is completely useless here because it's very dark. It's very, very dark. And these are, in fact, generating... Actually, they are generating power. Never mind, it ain't that dark. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's not fine. I still want to get geothermal up. And how's my circuit looking? Yeah, everything seems to broadly tie into everything else. Cool. Good. Did they get... Yeah, they got all the royal jelly out of here, so let's just slam a quick wall up. How about we do that out of slate real quick, just so I don't use up my steel or wood. Oh, speaking of which, just do a slate wall like that. Thank you. Speaking of which, I'm going to need to start making some more chem fuel, because I'm assuming... Oh, actually, the tanks might already be full. Never mind, I don't even need to do that. Oh, we're having a good old time. Good old time here. We're having a great time, and the Scarlands are awesome. We're having a great day in the Scarlands here. I don't actually need to do my the thing that I said I was going to do when I said I was going to do that thing. This can finally go here. And then again, I don't really care. This could just be a wooden wall. Making chem fuel, that was the thing that I was thinking of that I couldn't think of. So put that there and that there, and then just do any door in there so we can get in and out. And then a cable going from here. That should be more than enough power to satisfy my needs. And my needs are mighty, let me tell you. Mighty. Mighty. So that's the plan, Rob. We're going to penetrate. Yep, I'll say it again. We're going to penetrate this compound. There's a door there. We're going to hack that at some point. Right, team? Right? We're going to do that, right? Grime, why don't you go back on number 1 research? Because I kind of took you off task for that to do my solar panels. But, you know, they're done now, so we don't need that. And then, what are you working on? Flax something? And what do we got going on down here? What bills do we have? Components are happening. Yeah, actually, we could use some components. We could use those. What? This okay, I have to exterminate everything on this map. Where is Grime in relation to this nonsense over there? What? I'm going to have to exterminate everything. Every animal must die. Because this is just going to keep happening. This is going to keep happening a lot. Hey, Grime. Oh, sorry, I didn't actually draft you. Right, I got to do your transmute steel thing. I keep forgetting you can do that. And that could be something really valuable, like gold. Can we get up here and, like, kind of help Grime? Thank you. There we go. Okay, problem's been solved. Is there anyone else who wants to murder us? Probably. But I just want to kind of keep the team on task here. There we go. Can we eat that? Is that scaria? No, actually, we can totally eat that. Well, go ahead and totally eat that, then. Food's food, I always say. So, what was the point of that before I got so rudely interrupted by the boghound? Bertha, what is your great problem today? I gave you a... Did I give you a joy wire? No, I didn't give you a joy wire because you're going to get over the fact that your husband's dead, like, wicked soon. In 2 days, you will completely forget that your husband even existed. All right, we've done the first door. So, this is going to be an exploratory mission. Who's armed with what? Laser, heavy SMG, and heavy SMG. This is going to be kind of an exploratory mission here. Actually, give me Grime as well. Actually, before I do that, Grime, why don't you transmute some steel? Just because I constantly forget that you can do that. Go transmute that. Yay, transmutation. Go transmute some steel. Go, Grime, go. Go, make it into something good. Wow, 75 gold. Holy moly, that was good. That was awesome. That's 75 gold for nothing. Bertha, I know you're going to get over the fact that your husband is dead really, really soon. I know it's not ideal right now, but that's the way it is. Sweaty, what is the temperature? Ooh, wow, it is warm, isn't it? How about we turn off any heaters? Okay, no, don't have heaters. And we'll turn back on the cooler. So, maybe, like, knock that down a few degrees. There we go. And what else was I going to do? Oh, my exploratory mission here. I've already got these guys drafted. Sorry, guys. Let's everybody who I said come up here. And then, Grime, I need you too. Because you're smart. And we're going to need to hack more doors. Okay, so again, team, everybody huddle up. Everyone, we're going to have a little team meeting here. We're going to do a little blue skying. A little bit of synergizing. It's going to be all about synergy right now. This is an exploratory mission. We're just going to open the door and see what happens. Okay. Looking specifically for traps and turrets. Yeah, see, there's a turret up there. There's a turret right up there. The fun has already begun. Next door is over here. What is the range of the turret? Just make it to that door and hack it. Just make it there. Okay. Grime, can you get in there and do that, please? Hang on, we've got wasps. Everybody out. Everybody out. Everybody out. Send the animals in. Mastodons are going to do much better against wasps than I am. I didn't see the wasp trap. Which is a frightening trap, really. It's a frightening trap. The trap is wasps. It's just a box of wasps, and then they open, and then there's wasps everywhere. Thule is already injured. How badly? A stab. Tell you what, Thule, you can go off duty, kid. Go, do your thing. Go do your thing there. Grime, can you go back to hacking that door, please? Thank you. All right, we have not even made it in the door, and we've already got wasps. Just a giant box of wasps. Who thought of that? Me. I would have thought of that. If I'd been in charge of RimWorld, I totally would have. How about just a big box of wasps? Animals. You're kind of wandering into turret range, just as a heads up. Now, sometimes there might be a terminal in here that we can shut down turrets. That would be awesome. Has that turret noticed us? Sure looks like it has. Sure looks like it has. How's the door coming, kid? You having a good time with that? Can we get this going a little bit faster? Maybe? At all? Maybe? At all? Grime? Any day? Yeah, it's a box of wasps. Just a giant box of wasps. And then you like, trip over it. And then, you know, there's wasps. Like, right in your face. Okay, leave. Leave. Turrets everywhere. Everywhere. Okay, everybody come out here. DeHook, come out here. Everybody leave immediately. No. Don't attack. No, you're not cut out for turrets. Stop it. You're all going to die. What? No, there's more traps and wasps. No, everything is exploding. Okay, the Mastodons are actually doing a surprisingly good job. Team, the Mastodons have kind of gone rogue. I need more people for this. This is not how this was supposed to go. The Mastodons have gone rogue. We're definitely losing Mastodons here. There's no question we're losing Mastodons. Bertha's gone off on a drug trip. Cool. Thanks. Everybody shoot a turret, like, immediately. Everybody shoot turrets until there are no more turrets. The Mastodons took down one. Hey, knife. How's your health? Leave. I kind of need you. If you could actually stop and leave, that would be awesome. Thank you. And then maybe DeHook, also leave until there's, like, more people in here. You know what? The Mastodons were doing a great job. I should have left the Mastodons to the Mastodons. All right. Thule's still here. Great, cool, awesome. So I guess we're back on track, team. We're back on track with shooting. That Mastodon's down. Paul's coming in. Paul's excited about things. If we could just, how about we focus, team? How about we all focus on one specific turret like this one, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to focus on another one, okay? So take them down one at a time. Instead of, like, everyone shooting one, how about we all shoot one? Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Everything is fine right now. Grime, you just hang out there. You're doing great, kid. I love everything you're doing right now. So if we could, there we go. Okay, that's it. We got it. It's going to explode. This is fine. This is fine. Ambi, my favorite alcoholic chicken. How are you? Ambi, we've got issues right now. I can't, I'm going to come back to you in a sec, Ambi, as soon as I'm done with this thing. And then we're going to do a thing. So that has all happened. Hang on, there's a giant mech. Corleone is dead. I don't even know what this is. It's a sentry drone, apparently. Everyone who was off draft is now back on draft. You're resting. No, you're not, actually. You're in no immediate danger, and that means you belong to me. So everybody kind of line up here, because there's like another mech coming that I've never encountered before. So, funsies. And yeah, that's happening. That's happening. Okay, the laser did great work, and we've stunned it somehow. I'm not even sure how we stunned it. This is super exciting. Boy, that thing is a heavy tank. Okay, cool. Everything's great. Hi, Ambi. So, right. Here's how this is going to go down. Here's how we're going to do a thing. We need to change the no bug zone. Okay, so I would actually like to clear the no bug zone so we don't go here. Okay? We don't go there. All right, we only go in this one room. That's it. Everybody be off draft and go deal with your nonsense. Okay? We're down a Mastodon, but them's good eating too. Where are we? Where do we live? So we're going to go ahead and eat that. That's fine. I would actually like to get into here, because there's sealed crates. Except if we go up there, we might attract the attention of that turret. Not if I lock that door. We don't go in that door. No bug zone. Get me back to that. Expand the no bug zone to include this area. Just that area. Thank you very much. All of these, open them up. Okay. Okay. That's fine. That was, it may surprise you, slightly more frantic than I thought it might be. I thought we were going to do that in tiny little stages, and instead we just decided to charge in like a bunch of maniacs with mastodons. The fact that we got out of that with only one mastodon death is shocking, frankly shocking, because I was not prepared for that. Good news for you, though, I'm a genius. Hashtag geniusosity. So the fact that I got out of that with the death of only one mastodon is awesome. Awesome, I say. And also genius. Who's banged up? Let's start to address injuries here. So, yeah, you're going to want to go ahead and get into bed there, kid. Vetroff and Thule are already there. Nobody has dealt with you, but whatever. And you're going to be dead in 15 hours. See, I kind of need Bertha back on board, because she's, like, wicked good at the doctorizing and stuff. Thule, you might have to deal with yourself. Yeah, you're going to have to tend to yourself. And then, do I have any other decent doctors? Like, Vetroff, do you do doctor? Oh, God, no, you're terrible at it. Shield, you can doctorize. So, Shield, could you deal with, who was the most injured? Knife was. So, Shield, can you come down here? Don't cook right now, that's very silly. Go tend to Knife. Okay, go tend to Knife. And then I think everything else will kind of work out. Oh, we lost another Mastodon. Wait, are you injured? Oh, you're just injured. Oh, yeah, you'll be fine, he says. No, you're going to be dead in an hour. Thule, do you think you could go heal a Mastodon real quick? Go make sure, yeah, you're going to get the good medicine. Thule, if you could just kind of get up and go deal with Flock of Seagulls, like, super, super quick. Bertha, we debated the joy wire necessity yesterday, in that most of her problems are due to the fact that her husband died, which is admittedly a bit of a bummer for Bertha. But she's going to be over that, like, momentarily. She's going to be so over that, like, wicked quick. And then a lot of her other needs are just the fact that we're here. Slept in the heat, unsightly environment, toxic fallout, sick, toxic water. All of those things are basically because we are present in the Scarlands. Take her out of the Scarlands, and all of a sudden we're looking better. I think, yeah, we will... I think we might just make it on healing Flock of Seagulls. If we can move a little quicker here. So yeah, 6 hours. It's gonna be real close to the wire here. But Thule's a pretty decent doctor, all things considered. It is really tight. Really, really tight. 3, 2... Oh, no. Did anything at all? Nope, we're gonna lose him. Nope. Okay. That's alright. That's good eating. That's good. It's not the first Mastodon we've lost. Mastodon loss is better than human loss. And then this puppy over here, we need to hack this thing. And I should have it so we don't go anywhere else. We're going to open up these things. But we shouldn't attract the turret, he says optimistically. There's another trap over there. Thankfully, it's not a box of wasps. I should market that as like a security system for your home. Box o' wasps. You just have a box of, like, when you leave your house, you just put a box of wasps right by your door, or wherever you think you might be penetrated in terms of your house. I don't know about you personally. And then what would happen is the burglar would come in and hit the box of wasps, trip over it, and then boom, wasps. And boy, they're going to be angry because they were in a box for like a wicked long time. Maybe you went on vacation. Maybe the wasps have been there for days. And the wasps are going to go, hey, we are going to totally sting this burglar. I think I've got a money-making scheme here. I have a lot of schemes. Cavs is fully healed. Thin White Duke is no longer incapable of walking. And this thing's going to get hacked. Hopefully, that is the thing that I need to get the Grav Core. I believe it will be. I'm pretty sure it will be. Okay. There's a lot of blood. I'm not going to lie about that. There's a lot of blood. How have like people been dealt with here? Okay, yeah, you've been dealt with, and Vetroff's already back up and running. Cool. If it's going to be as easy as just getting in, getting this thing, and getting out, I am all in favor of that. Because it's like super toxic around here. Do I even need this? I don't know that I need this. These are producing way more power than I thought they were. I can deconstruct it. It's fine. I can take it apart later. Okay. Everything's cool right now. Everything is cool. It is indeed a carpet of blood everywhere. That is not how I wanted that to go down. We were going to be doing this in little stages, one room at a time, defeat the things, and then, oh wow, that was all grab light panels. I'm so happy I opened those boxes. I am so very, very happy I opened those boxes. What do I need to make a grav core? Because I can make my own. Where's that? Grav field extender. I need the grav core to make the grav field extender. Right. Okay. I need A to get B. Got it. But then I can do that. Alrighty. I'm kind of thinking where we're going to go after this. Another land of abundance would be good, because we're going to need to top off on supplies. Oh, Bertha's back to normal. Have you forgotten that your husband existed? You will in 22 hours. Cool. You are in 22 hours, you'll be back to normal. 22 hours, you're actually going to be pretty good. I mean, admittedly, you've had catharsis and you're high. But apart from that, you're going to be pretty good in a while. So how many panels? Yeah, we got 75 so far, and there's more up here to go. Another 75, 51, one there. Oh, cool. That's good. Now, see, my thing is, there might be more boxes of those. I kind of want to go through the rest of the compound. You've been enjoying the Tattoo Tycoon game. That is surprisingly fun, in that it reminds me of the original YouTuber's Life. OMG! Apparently. Yeah, you guys thought I forgot about that one. So it's just that sort of simple but fun thing that the original YouTube... Oh god, there's a raid. That the original YouTuber's Life thing was. Before they decided that they hated people who played their game and just made it less and less fun. So they're attacking immediately. Cool. Neat. Fun. So they're going to have to come probably down here. Guys, I need everyone back on board, because we're going to get killed. Might lose a few more mastodons, it must be said. Come over here, because we can let the turrets do some of the heavy lifting here. And just for funsies, put all the mechs in, stick close to the ship for right now. Just get them back inside, and then I'll put them where they need to go. Yeah, this is... Where are you guys going? Oh, there's a whole open section here. I should have thought of that. I think they're... Where are you going? You're going to go deal with some bugs. You're going to deal with that first. Okay, neatsies. Let's just shoot a bunch of people for right now, and then we'll kind of cross other bridges later when I find a bridge. So shoot that guy. There we go. They're fleeing, but I bet the others aren't. Can we come over heresies and then do other things that involve things that we do? Okay, yeah, they figured out the turrets exist, and the turrets will do a little bit of heavy lifting there. There we go, you're dead, and you're dead, and you're fleeing. Okay, cool, that went pretty well. Everybody back to work. Everybody back to work. Okay, yes, I know that, and I know that. Who's having a break, Chris? Paul. What's your major problem right now? Yeah, the Go Juice. I don't have any of that. We're gonna make it at some point, Paul. How long has it been? Because you're gonna think about coma soon. 20. What is blowing up around here? Could you just not? Could you just stop it? I need to find out when my man's gonna go into coma here. 17 days ago. Okay, so I got 13 days till a coma. That's fine. I'll learn to cope. So yeah, the tattoo thing, it's like the original YouTuber's Life. OMG! Apparently. In that it's kind of simple, but kind of fun, and you just, like the world is not coming to an end, and it's not, like, wicked time-sensitive or something, and unlike the rest of the YouTuber's Life franchise, it's actually fun. I mean, that pretty much the YouTuber's Life team made the first one and said, well, that was fun, let's never do that again. I'm assuming in the... Wait, why are you here? Oh, guys, we're not done. Hang on, there was a third group that I did not account for, and they've taken down a mastodon, and now they're taking down my turrets. Sorry, I did not see the third group. That turret goes down, like, religiously. You're dead, and you're dead. There's potential prisoners here. Is it worth it? Where am I going to put them? I don't have a prison. Surprisingly. I don't have a prison. No, I mean, where would I even possibly put them? I mean, I could move somebody else and then make Shield's room the prison again. Is there anyone else in there? You're dead, okay, and you're downed. You're not good enough to make me care. Sorry. So, everyone back off draft there. Back off draft. All right, everyone just go back to doing what you were doing. I've lost a couple of turrets, but that's fine. We'll rebuild them. No big deal there. Okay. I really just want to get this thing done and then figure it out from there. So that's where the grav core is. It does specifically say hack to obtain grav core. I'm going to save the Mastodon. Don't worry about that. Somebody's probably already done it. Yep. Already on it. Already on it. The Mastodon has saved the Mastodon. They're good like that. And I don't even think it took that much damage, he says optimistically. How much damage did you actually take? 13 hours. Oh my god, I can do that all day. Somebody will get on that. Let me reassign my mechs. So, Agrahand, yeah, you're not really doing anything at all. You can be and stick close to the ship. And then you three, hang on. You two need to be in the no-bug zone. Okay. Alrighty. Somebody will get on, like Bertha. You want to get up and do the Mastodon issue there? No, don't clean the bedroom. Tending to fish. There we go. Oh, I think, yeah, Bertha's already on it. No, she's actually cleaning up the blood. Never mind, she's just cleaning up blood. So we'll get all that back done. That's no problem. Grimes over here reworking on this. Do I want to take the chance that there's more Gravlite panels? Or I could just go into space and get the rocks and make my own. No, I don't want you to yell at me. Nobody likes that sort of thing. I know you have to occasionally. Everyone does. It's not you. It's everyone. But I'd prefer you didn't. Problem with that turret. Grav core obtained. Wait, where? Oh, cool. Yeah, get that. Nice. Okay. So that gets me the Gravlite extender, or whatever it is, the thing that can make my ship bigger. But I don't have that many where are you going? Oh, you're getting those panels. Okay, good. I don't have that many panels. Probably going to walk out of here with about 200. And I needed not a small amount to do the thing, right? Oh, it's only 35. Okay, that's not that bad. 35 to make the extender. And we could actually launch the ship right now. We could just leave. That is probably the very best thing that I can do right now. I wouldn't mind just kind of seeing what's beyond this door. I'd be okay with that. Hey, who's not doing anything useful? You're not doing anything useful. You're cleaning. So come over here. I mean, you're cleaning up Mastodon poop. There very well could be turrets in there, Les. There could be virtually anything. It will all be dangerous, I assure you. All of it will be dangerous. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to extend the no-bug zone. Hang on. Oh, God, there's a boghound. All right, hang on. Everybody just stop, stop, stop. Thank you. Igor, where are you? Igor, why are you terrible? Why? Well, you are snack-sized. I kind of see what you're doing there. Draft you. We're out. You know what? We're just leaving this hot mess. Igor, come over here. Just everybody, somebody will catch up with you, I assure you. Bertha, come down here. And you, come here. There we go. Go over there. And just shoot the thing. There we go. Boghound revenge. Yes, I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is. You can just stay right there, Paul. And yep, yeah. You ain't revenging us anymore, are you? Okay. Back to work. Who did I leave up here? Oh, Vetroff. Yeah, sorry, Vetroff. If you could actually no, Vetroff. Thank you. If you could, well, I'll let you finish your meal. I'm not a monster. I'm not a monster. No. Come back here, Chief. Come back here. I want to see what's beyond this door. Okay, stop. A trap. Okay, there's and a turret. And a turret. There's a trap and a turret in there. Okay, nobody go in this door. All right. Did I actually extend the area, or did I just pretend that I did? Probably just pretended. So yeah, the no bug zone can now include that door. We won't go in this door, because only death lies beyond that door. There's only death there. So go ahead and auto-hack that when you feel like it. We might just jet. I might just cut my losses on this. Why are there so many mechs? For funsies. Basically, funsies. Just, you know, why not? Why not have a bunch of mechs? Who needs medical treatment? Igor. Yeah, oh, sorry, Igor, you're still on draft. I'm very sorry, young man. Off you go, kid. How banged up did you get? Oh, you're going to be dead in 19 hours. 19 hours, I can do that all day. Well, I can do that for the next about 18 hours or so. And then after that, I'll have to stop doing that and actually tend to your needs. So go ahead and tend to Igor 3.0. Thank you. Okay, well, that's a significant drain on my medicine supply, being in the Scarlands. I think we're just going to leave. You hacked the door. Cool. Prime, where'd you go? You were just there. Where are you right now? How did you get all the way over there? Goodness, you're fast. You're very, very fast, young man. Come over here. I'm just going to poke my head in this door. And then we're out. And we'll find a land of abundance. Land of abundance. And then I'll figure out what I'm going to do with my relatively small amount of panels that I accumulated. Could you just go there real quick? Okay, stop. What's this? It's a cardboard box. Okay, come over here. I'm just going to do this like room by room real quick. And, okay, there's a trap there. Leave. All right, don't go in this door ever again. All right, and then here, you're going to go up to here. What are you? An ancient uplink. Huh. Okay. I don't know what that does. I mean, I've done it. I just don't remember what it does. Nothing really in here. And by the way, let's never go in this door. And then over here, okay, slam it into pause mode. Nothing really going on in there. There's a whole other side over here that I'm going to ignore. The only thing we're going to do is auto-hack that just to find out what's in it. So there. Why is there a mastodon in here? What was your thought process with that? Why would you do that? Why? Oh, there's jade here. Yay. Everybody likes jade. Speaking of which, we ever going to get my art done? I mean, I know we've been slightly preoccupied with literally everything that's happened right now, but I would like to get that done at some point. Slow everything down, and let's look at where we're going next. Because short answer, land of abundance. Don't care where it is, but land of abundance. Where did I see that other one? Way up there. Okay, so unless anything else pops up that requires my attention, we're going to head kind of northeast. I betcha I could get over into here, which looks like a land of abundance to me, let me tell you. We did come all this way, Rob, but we've accomplished what we wanted, which is we got the grav core. And only death awaits us here. I can't stress that enough, Rob. As a vent guy, you should understand that. Only death awaits us in the Scarlands. There's nothing fun here. Everyone's got toxic buildup now. They have heat stroke. I don't know, they're probably starving, even though we have an abundance of food. They're probably starving. I got what I came for, and in a pinch, I can make my own Gravlite panels. We could go to space, I can get some more backstone, come back. Apart from the fact that Igor lost several vitally important bits of his body due to frostbite, because, you know, cold, unforgiving hell of space, apart from that, we actually did, that was fairly easy. There's nothing in space to bother with except mining. We just go out, mine, and then come back. Everyone else can kind of hang out in the ship. What? Paul's having a tantrum. Well, of course you are. Yeah, we gotta leave. We gotta just get out of here. This is not okay. So, finish hacking that one thing, wherever it is, and then we will leave. Because everyone's just getting wicked bummed out here. Oh, bye, Em. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone's just getting super wicked bummed out here, and I don't want to be here anymore. Break risks. Paul's not having a tantrum anymore. Hopefully we'll fix whatever he broke. I'm sure he broke something. He always does. Oh, wow. He broke the fabrication bench. Wow. Thanks, Paul. That thing's like really expensive in terms of materials. Sure. I just had advanced components to just throw around. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate that one. Hopefully you're feeling better. What with the not having a tantrum anymore. All right, so I'm just going to do that. That's it. That's our entire plan, is to do that one thing and then leave. I'm probably going to have to reset the bills on that too. Vetroff, I see you've chosen the obsidian plate armor. It's an odd choice. Who got the other recon armor? You did. Okay. Grime got that. He's got Cursed Chugger. Looking good, Grime. Looking good there. I'd like to get Dahuk or Thule off the burqa issue. Can I... Hang on. How detailed? Because I think I've tried to do this before. I want to edit some things here. Where is Don't Wear Terrible Clothes? So, I don't really want the burqa thing anymore. It's not thrilling me. No, we're not having burqas. We're off burqas. None. Ever. Okay, we don't do that. Don't wear burqas anymore. It's just because I can't see them. They have no personality when they're wearing burqas. Just a big blob. Especially you, Dahuk. You're very blobby. You're a blobby type of person. I mean, that's no shade. I'm not saying you can't be blobby. I'm just saying you're wicked blobby. So, you know, in a burqa, you look even more blobby. You're really at your blobbiest when you're in a burqa. If you're a naturally blobby person, and then you throw on a burqa, which is basically just a giant blanket with an eye hole, you're going to accentuate the blobbiness, not detract from it. People are going to look at you and go, wow, you are wicked blobby. I don't even know if you're less blobby without the burqa, but you seem very, very blobby right now. So we're getting off burqas. We're all... There we go, Dahuk. Look at that. You got a helmet and everything. You look good, kid. You look great. Let's make some more helmets. I like helmets. Make some more of those obsidian helmets. Those are working out great. Make 2 more of those. Maybe another flak vest and some more flak pants. Just start working on the armor thing here. And then also, I don't really have any more bills set up. Yeah, we got to do bills again. So components, let's do until we have... how many do I have? Wow, I have so few components. Okay, let's get those going back up. I have done a bunch. I've used a lot of components lately. And then, yeah, do that, but then pause when satisfied. Thank you. Close that out. And then advanced components. Let's do it until we have 10. That's fine. And then pause that when satisfied. And then I'll think about what else we want to make. I got to kind of chill on the component use here until we're a little... Well, until we're anywhere but where we are right now. Hey, can I deconstruct this? No, I'd have to attack it to get rid of it, but I don't think it's going to benefit me in any way. Oh, I know what I haven't done. The reason they're not hacking that, it's not in the no-bug zone. So, yeah, we need to actually be able to go up into here. There we go. And just for safety, you can go over there. That's why they're not doing anything with that. Hey, Grime, can you kind of focus on that, please? You're wicked smart about things, right? Yeah, you're super smart. You're like the second smartest person on the planet. I'm not really sure who the first is, but you're definitely number 2. In the... Wow, this is just death. This is death waiting to happen. There's a trap there. There's a trap there. There was another turret in here that I don't even remember where it is, but it's definitely around here somewhere. And it's definitely ready to shoot us in the face. Cool. Cool. Fish is fully healed. And we might actually be able to... Are we going to finish this out? Because this might give us a clue or a location to another Gravcore Who's McWhat's-It there. I don't remember what this does. I've done it. I just don't remember what it does. So, 89, 90. 2 colonists are idle. That's fine. We're out of here, like, literally momentarily. Abandoned Skygate. Okay. Oh, it's an orbital platform. All right. We'll think about that. At least we know where it is. Cool. Okay, we're out. We're out of here. Travel to England tomorrow. Thank you, Les. Thank you for coming by. Oh, we've done crypto sleep caskets. I don't know. Do cool lights. I'll light this place up like a Christmas tree. Start breaking everything down. Deconstruct everything. We are out of here, as the kids say, like last year. That's right. Out of here like last year. Can our colony dress code be Speedos and capes? No, I actually have that reserved for myself, Buzzkill. I can't allow anyone else to wear that. I mean, you don't want to be that person who shows up to the party and you're dressed what the other person's wearing. So no, I've kind of cornered the market on that. Cornered the market on that. Okay, Shield's breaking this one down. I really just want the components. I don't even really care if we get the steel. I've got a good quantity of steel right now. And then we're gone. We're out. The Constructoid is doing this thing. Probably many of the Mastodons are going to come down here and start picking stuff up. Shield already got the components out of that. And yeah, you're going to come in and get something. All right, you're getting some steel out of there. The lifters are coming in. There's my components. Okay, good. All right, I think we're ready to go. Not even going to bother breaking down any of this other stuff. I just want out of here. So that's done. Steel, yeah, we're basically fine. You know what? Let's just leave. I don't even want to be here anymore. Let's just get out of here. So, yep, off we go. Everyone get in the ship. Scarlands, goodbye. I got what I wanted, and that's the important part. When we get to our land of abundance, then I can figure out what I'm going to do with it. But right now, I got what I wanted. Wow, actually, we get pretty far. Those big tanks. Okay, yeah, I know it's beyond maximum range, but how about over here? This looks like an abundant land full of abundance. What do we got here? Large hills. Nice temperature. Got some berries. No disease, no pollution. Well, there is disease, but no pollution. Oh, this sounds like a land of abundance. Let's go over here. Bye, Scarlands. Wow, that's the fastest we've done a map. We are in, we are out, we are gone. I got the grav core. That's the important part of the equation. That's the whole reason we came here. Now I can make the ship bigger. How I make the ship bigger, not really sure yet. But I've got some panels. I don't have no panels. But now we're off to our land of abundance. Land of abundance. This is what I'm hoping anyway. It's probably just death. Land of abundant death. Okay, what do we got here? Good soil. Not seeing huge things of steel or components. Maybe some components over there. Potential fishing up here. Good. Love the fishing. Stuff down here. Yeah, just sort of stuff. Oh, hang on. That looks like suspiciously like uranium. Cool. Wouldn't mind having some more of that. It might not be. Okay. How about we plunked ourselves down sort of here? Is that a smart move? Where am I going to extend the ship? Probably in the fronty part. Okay. So if we go here, I can tap into that geothermal that's right there. Is there any other geothermal in the area? Like maybe over here-ish or over here. There's one up there. And that'll still give me room to expand the ship. And I can take advantage of that good soil. Yeah, I'm liking the look of that. Okay, confirm that landing zone. We're coming in for a landing. Coming in hot. Coming in hot. I mean, no, like really hot. Like it's jet engines and stuff. Like seriously, don't stand behind them or anything like that. Okay. Slamming into pause mode. Oh, wait. We've detected another grav core. Really? Where? Where's the crashed mechanoid platform? Where is that in relation to us? It's always in the opposite area. You guys always do that to me. I head north, the thing is south. Well, I think we'll probably just keep going towards the next one up here then, because I'm already on the way. Okay. Slam everything into pause mode. I think we're where we want to be. Land of abundance. So guys, I'm going to wrap up there, let you guys go on with far more important parts of your weekend than this nonsense. I think we had a good day's work here. We got in, we got the grav core, we escaped. A couple of mastodons may have not survived, but we did. And that's better than I usually do when I go to the Scarlands. Guys, I'm going to check out there. I'll let you guys go on with more important things to do in your weekend. Thank you so very, very, very much for allowing me to do this publicly for you. I adore doing this. I look forward to this every single weekend. You guys never, ever disappoint me. I have an amazing time doing this. I hope you have a good time, too. I will see you next week for more of this nonsense. Until then, thank you again. Goodbye, goodbye, and